Hi guys, I'm Jan and I'm not only a very nice guy, but today is my 40th birthday, so that's why I look so handsome today, as you can see. So I hope you will have a little patience with me. That would be the best gift, because today, on this, let's say, special day, I would like to present you a project that I created as my PhD in Latin America and Europe, and later developed at the New York University. Welcome to my office in San Francisco. The name of the project is Picasso, but not like Pablo, but with Q, and it has only one goal: contribute to solving public problems and influence their development. Each letter of Picasso represents one step in the problem-solving process: problem, information, questions, answers, solution, outcome. And using this model, we will try to carry out and complete 3 phases: see bigger picture, investigate what works, and implementation. So let's start with bigger picture, and as an example, let's take domestic violence. 1/3 of cities report domestic violence as the primary cause of family homelessness. Half of homeless people have mental illness or brain damage. Partner killings represent almost 50% of all murders of women in the United States, and over 3% of all prisoners are the murderers. 16% of men and 41% of women exposed to partner violence are physically injured, which in numbers means a loss between 5.8 to 12.6 billion per year. So people exposed to domestic violence are mentally ill and physically injured, without home and money, and more likely to be involved in gun violence, end up in prison, and commit suicide. What a vision for life, no? And we are still talking only about the impact of one problem, which is domestic violence. Now imagine just 5 more: evictions, housing, pandemic, poverty, climate. And since some problems, like economy for example, affect not only their neighbors but all of them, for better understanding, imagine our problems as human organs connected to each other by veins. Without mental health, we are like without brain. Without home, like without right hand. And in prison, we lose our freedom. To see homelessness, one specific organ is needed. Pandemic and domestic violence, imagine like our dysfunctional liver and stomach. Poverty and poor health easily get us to our knees, but without healthy economy and climate, we will not even be able to stand on our feet. And now it's going to be interesting. Imagine reducing domestic violence by 1/3 and reducing the number of mentally ill people also by 1/3. These 2 changes wouldn't only reduce the number of all problems, but it would also have a significant impact on the economy, which has a major impact on poverty and climate that affect everything else. In other words, we would change a whole cycle of mutually affecting problems. Put simply, if we connect all the problems and see the mutual impact on each other, then we can enter any planned action or measure into this model, press the play button and see the expected result. And this will allow us to predict and achieve the best possible result. When pandemic occurred, I started to study 2 aspects of this pandemic. One, what exactly is happening in our body since the virus enters the body until death? And second, how exactly are we trying to stop this virus? And I was pretty amazed, because we are really sometimes very smart creatures, because scientists are trying to stop this virus in so many different ways. But then I asked myself, okay, how can I be helpful? Because even if I start to study right now everything, I'm not going to help our scientists to create vaccine. So I'm trying to focus on so many different possible solutions. For example, I found out there are satellite viruses that kill other viruses. So is it possible that harmless viruses can help us defeat dangerous ones? And then I started to study also other problems like climate, energy, cancer, and so on. And I have so many questions, and that's why I need your help to help me with the answers. So for example, is it possible that we can take T cells from our body, train these T cells outside, and then inject them back to fight cancer? Or is it possible to cool our planet by spraying sun-reflecting particles into the stratosphere? Or is it possible to capture energy from our walking? I don't know, but I'm sure that if we know the answers, we can move forward. Because all this project is only about one hypothesis. If we all see bigger picture and what works, someone, doesn't have to be scientist, can see something, understand, and come up with the idea that will be a game changer. At least that's my hypothesis. But imagine if it worked, we could implement this idea, fix everything, and have a beer. Nice, no? Or at least today. Because today, I am 40. Thank you for your time and enjoy everything.